First trek I did was Har Ki Doon. I don't know if people are aware of Har Ki Doon or not, I'm sure. But now it looks completely different. What I saw it when I went there, I was in 6th standard for the first time.
Wow.
That was a 10-day trek. I went alone. I was the youngest one. I had a small diary. And my father did not even give me money, okay, to spend anywhere. It was a 10-day trek. He gave it to one of the uncles who was going, the employees,
Understood.
his friends. And he did not even tell I have given. And I'm like, I have nothing to spend. And I was the youngest, and I felt quite lonely because most of the, I would say, bhaiyas and didis were around 18, 20.
Wow. Okay.
And but competition, I think kids can never come over competition.
So a 6th grader was competing against 18-year-old kids.
Oh yes. I'll be like, mujhe to sabse aage rehna. I was like that, I would just pack my bag.
Right.
I had the, I'll say, the lightest bag.
Right.
Thanks to my father again. He gave me just 2 pairs of everything. Okay. For 10 days, he gave me just 2 pairs of everything. He packed it for me.
Right.
And just one for wearing and one for changing while you reach a place.
Right.
And that's about it. Okay. So I had the lightest. And I would just climb. And by the way, it's not as if we had proper gear, proper shoes. It was the sports shoes that we wore at that time, and no trek pants, nothing. I remember I was wearing plazos. Okay, that's what I had in 6th grade. I was wearing plazos, and that's how I was climbing up and up. And Har Ki Doon is one of the difficult treks. Yeah, it's a high altitude trek. It's a difficult trek, but I still vividly remember the last final campsite. It was near the river. We had a Maggie there in that cold water. We washed our plates and hands and mouth and like, okay. But and it was a full moon. It was like bright light, so lovely. I'm getting goosebumps, okay? Just thinking about it. Can you see my goosebumps?
I can, yes.
Just thinking about it. It was so surreal, I would say. And the next morning, those glaciers for Guinea, I think that's the name of the glaciers. It was right next to our campsite. I think just 15 minutes walk. Now they have receded way far. Okay? You can't even reach them. But at that time, they were very close by. And we had the plastic mats for saving ourselves from the rain. Now you get raincoats and everything, but at that time, yes, now you get
everything.
Yeah, but that time it was a plastic sheet that we had to save ourselves from the rain. So one uncle stood on the top slightly, and one uncle stood at the bottom, and we climbed up, and we just glided down while keeping our plastics. And we had a gola there. They took fruity and chana and gur. That was our meal, and all of us just relished it. Okay, and while I'm talking, you can see.
I really can see. I mean, I can literally live it through your eyes.
Yeah, so it was. I think kids should be introduced. I would love to introduce my daughter to the world of trekking and mountaineering.
In Bangalore?
No.
Let them trek across the traffic jam once.
Oh my God, seriously. No, but seriously, I don't think so. I can take her here anywhere. Himalayas are absolutely different than. Yes,
surreal.
They're surreal. No doubt.
So I can completely sense the joy that a 6th grader actually. Yes. I mean, it probably started so early for you that you experienced it when you were in 6th, that it lived with you. And it lives with you even today.
Even today, yes, absolutely.
So you always had this sense of adventure in you, right?
Not really.
Not really.
My father introduced me.
Okay, so it developed. Let me put it that way. So your sense of adventure over a period of time developed.
Correct.
As much as you say you're a reserved person, you ended up actually hanging out for 10 days with strangers who were beyond your age group as well.
Correct.
Enjoyed meals with them.
Yes.
So I think there were traces of all of those aspects somewhere inside, and the right thing like mountaineering brought it out.
Yes. I'll say that.
We'll put it that way.
We'll put it that way.
Correct.
Let's
put it that way.
Let's put it that. I could challenge myself. I could say that, right? Because it's a strenuous sport.
Of course it is.
It is, right? You are climbing and with a heavy luggage, okay, and you are sweating, drinking, then your knees give away. Yeah, they hurt. And but you know that okay, you can do this, and when you reach at the top or at the final destination, that feeling, I don't think so you can live it in your day-to-day life. Okay, you can never live that. So I think as a child, they should be rather, you know, I will say that okay, we have a lot of sports here, but trekking and mountaineering is something that will bring them close to the nature, which we do not find in the city life at all. So once a year, I think we should definitely take our kids, and it's not as if we can't take young kids. I have seen. So one time I went to Kedarkantha in 2015 March. Okay, that was a winter trip, and I saw one couple, or rather a family, with 3 kids.
Wow.
One was 6 months old. Yes, 6 months.
In that altitude, don't they say that oxygen is less and blah and blue and don't take young babies?
Okay, well,
I'm asking you because you're the pro here.
I was amazed, okay? I was amazed to see a couple doing this. They're delivery. Well, I was like, hats off to them. They are introducing their kids. Yes. And so they had, the eldest one was 5-year-old, then 3, and then 6 months.
Eldest one was 5-year-old.
5-year-old, yes. So they did not reach the summit. They did not go. They did only
2 apart.
2,
but it's still good, right?
It's pretty good, correct. And they had hired a localite from there who could carry a 6-month-old and a part of their luggage as well.
Okay, so that's how they managed.
That's how. But the lady was cooking, so we reached one campsite, the first campsite, Juda Ka Talab, that's the campsite name, and she was cooking meal as well on the fire and everything, and then feeding the kids, and it was a lovely time. I thought, okay, I never thought, I wasn't married by then, of course, but I
imagined yourself
you
saw yourself heading in that direction.
Correct.
Nice.